Peace and blessings. This is Nubia I of the Black Fairy Beauty Holistic Academy, Ancient African Healing for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings, my sensuality, sexuality, and adornment intensive. Say that a few times fast. Let me see ya. But anyway, welcome to my lovely home. I am so glad that you are here today, and I was able to bring you our very first Monday inspirational upload. And what I hope that this video will do just that, to inspire you. And what I think the Monday video is, and how I think it differs from the Friday instructional upload, is that I'm not necessarily telling you to do anything. I'm sharing with you what I do to help me to bring in the spirit of sensuality, sexuality, and adornment, and to live a better, happier life. You know, I know you all know that sensuality, sexuality, and adornment has so much to do with the holistic way of living. That it's not just one thing that's going to bring out these beautiful attributes, but the many things that we as goddesses do or can do to uplift our life, to uplift our light, and to open us to energies that are more like us and even better. And so there's ways to do that. A lot of people don't know how much the clothes that they're wearing on their physical body may be affecting their well-being. Not just on a very deep level where your clothes could actually, yes, be causing you some type of cancer or skin issues like breakouts, you know, skin eruptions, dark heads, black heads. It could be the clothes that you wear. It could also be, it could also come from even your undergarments and how so important that is to be sensual, sexual, and adorned. You know, when we think about sexuality, and adornment in a traditional sense, and we think about clothing, because they have a lot to do with each other, we know that there's certain clothes that is deemed or considered to be very sexy and alluring and attractive. And then, but I believe that this way of being, or that notion of that lingerie and teddies and camisoles, which are all very beautiful, is a way to create a sexual atmosphere or a sensual atmosphere. I believe that if those materials are toxic, if those materials are not natural fibers, and that you put those on, and that they were used, maybe some of the fibers or the fabrics were, you know, used as a crop were cotton, but not organic cotton, so therefore they're heavily pesticide. Or maybe they're not natural fabrics and they're man-made, so they're not breathable. They're not allowing you to be a full woman. They're causing yeast infections. They're causing all kinds of problems. And so I don't want to sit here and preach to you about the clothes we wear. I do want to talk to you more about alternatives to some of the things that we wear, particularly our intimate wear. Particularly the things that we put against our intimate body, our genitalia, our vagina, our yoni, you know, ultimately which houses our womb. Or what we put against our breasts, you know, our nurturing, our nurturers, our sustaining life, or where we get our sustenance from. Our nipples, I believe, send out energy and healing rays to other people, but as well it can attract. And what we put around it will determine what it's going to give out. And so clothes really does have a vibrational frequency, but it also can make you feel very sensual and sexual and adorned. You know, there's a great video on Netflix, I think it's called The Cost of Fashion, and it talks about this fast fashion, like the Forever 21s or the H&Ms, who have, you know, different fashion every week, but that they're actually having these clothes made in places like Bangladesh, where the people are getting $1, $2, or $3 a day. Oftentimes the children are working in there. The conditions are horrific. There's always, the buildings are that the people working are so unsanitary and unsafe that they're collapsing and thousands of people are dying. We have to be connected to the world. You know, we used to know how to be beautiful as women without hurting other people or not being able to make a living and doing it. You know, we didn't have to go and get these man-made fibers that we want today, and next week we don't like them anymore. We throw them in the garbage. They're not, because they didn't feel good. And it's not just that they were made with these unnatural fabrics, but they were made by women who are hungry, who are starving, who've been beaten, who've been, denied of food and shelter, who really have struggled all their lives. on our caste systems that keep them there. And so we, by making what we purchase and by buying things that make us feel good, but also is good for the planet and the world, it keeps you more sensual and sexual, because sensual and sexual and adorning is not just how you look or even how you feel, but it's how you think. When something makes you feel good, when you think about something and it makes you feel good, you are releasing all these feel-good endorphins that make you look more glowing, and hair grows more beautifully, and people are attracted to you. And so today I want to talk about some very basics. I want to talk about intimates. You know, we're talking about essentially adorning ourselves, right? And we're talking about what we keep near our bodies and our vagina and our breasts. And so I want to talk about a few of these things. So I went to Whole Foods. Whole Foods sells the most wonderful organic cotton. Now remember, organic or cotton is one of the most highly pesticized crops in the U.S. And so it is not good for you. It can cause cancer. A lot of times, sometimes the regular cottons that we use, and so you want organic cotton. This is 95, most of this stuff is about 95 to 100% organic cotton, and 5% of kind of like a spandex for, to give you that stretch. When I put these on, I'm not lying to you all. First of all, these are the boy cut, so a little sensual. My man really likes these, and so I like them too, actually. But I love that he likes it. One thing about being more sensual is being more sensitive to your loved ones and the people around you, and yeah. So it came in this color and another kind of a bluish red color. But I mean, it stretches. The fabric feels so good against the body, and I bought mine at Whole Foods. You can actually buy it online, I'm sure, as well. Look for organic panties or underwear, and theirs was 2 in the pack for $20, so they are not cheap. But when you actually pay for something that is for you and spend that money and luxuriate yourself, there's a feeling that can't be matched. I can tell you, you just walk through life feeling like, I'm doing good for myself, I'm doing good for the world. I'm doing good for myself, I'm doing good for the world. And these look sexy. I read that they keep their shape. I really love these panties. And also, I wanted to show you some intimates that my man picked out. He knows that I love organic clothing, or I want more of it. And so again, we were in Whole Foods and we bought these. It's a sleepwear. It's a cami and short set sleepwear. And this, again, I love this. I think this was a little more expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but that's the bottom piece. And this is actually the top piece. Yes, I did wear them yesterday. And it's a camisole and adjusts, and it's 100% cotton, and it looks so sensual and sexy, but not tacky. And it's soft, so you feel sensual, and your man is happy because he's loving it, and it's the bomb. I love it. Also, another thing as a sacred woman, I remember Queen Afua used to say, when a sacred woman or a woman is losing her man, she tends to neglect her feet. If you see a woman with neglected feet, she may have a neglected relationship. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I know that my man loves pretty feet. So yes, I did go and get, before we go on to the feet and the hands, or the socks, I did go and get a manicure and a pedicure, and on my nails I did the gel manicure, and oh my goodness, no chip nails. They say they last up to 2 weeks without the paint chipping. And I go to a place called Simply Green. It is a green day spa. It is 100% vegan, 100% vegan nail polish and all of it. And the gel's 100% vegan, and it's the bomb, and I'm so loving it. And I did my toes, and I got my eyebrows waxed. Again, 100% waxing. It's all natural, organic. And when I walk out of there, yes, I spent a pretty penny. That service of a gel manicure, a pedicure, and eyebrow waxing with a tip, a good tip, I think I paid almost $90. So, but there's other ways around it, but it was a treat to me, and it's something I like to do at least once a month. Different services at different times. But your feet really are sacred, and I know why my man loves my feet and want them to look pretty, and I love them too, but we should protect our feet. And what we put, our feet need to breathe. And a lot of times when we wear non-organic cotton socks, or synthetic socks or anything like that, we're not allowing the feet to breathe properly. You release a lot of toxins from your feet, the bottoms of your feet, and the top of your head. That's why I'm also doing the water-only hair washing, where I don't use shampoo, conditioners, gels, anything for my hair. I leave it just like this, natural, and using the sebum. And we'll talk about that in the next video, but definitely adorning. So I got me some beautiful organic socks that I bought from Whole Foods. They were 3 in the pack. I think they were $20 for the pack. Again, it might have been more. I got to get that. But again, you can order it, I'm sure, a lot cheaper online. Organic socks. They feel like super comfort, and they allow my feet to breathe and look pretty at the same time. So they came in this one pattern. Look at this pattern. If you could see how this feels like, it's almost like, can fabric feel this good against your skin? This is the other pattern, and this is the other one with the flowers, to just kind of bring in that divine femininity. When we first I know we're wanting to bring in this sensual, sexual, and adornment to get whatever we want. We're going to talk more about how that works, but first we have to actually kind of do a detox. And so I offer this challenge. You can do it or not. Remember, it's just to inspire you to go in your house, and whatever you can, if you can let go 2 or 3 pairs of panties and purchase 3 organic panties, you would have done so good. I just want you to do it and wear them and see how great you're going to feel. And notice if your mood swings start to become more calm. If even cravings for certain foods, you start to feel better. Even this shirt that I got this from a Tibetan shop, and this is 100% organic cotton, as well as these pants. And just start seeing how that feels. Or if you could exchange 2 pairs of your old socks for 2 pairs of organic, or maybe buy yourself a camisole. If your man want to buy you something sensual, tell him to buy you something organic. And see how it makes you. I walk around like I feel like I am just the goddess right now. And it feels absolutely amazing. And I wanted to share that with you about ways to be more sensual, sexual. We're talking about a lifestyle change. I was sharing with my group, Women Who Run With the Womb, Wild Women Who Run With the Womb, my private coaching group that is $37 a month membership, 1 year. It's amazing. You'll love it if you're not already in it. And I was really expressing to them about this idea of total health, this idea of total happiness, this idea of even being sensual, sexual, and feeling like you want to adorn yourself. The approach must be holistic. We must look at everything in our lives and see if they are in alignment or in some type of at least agreement. Because everything is not going to be firing on all cylinders at the same time, nor should they. That's called burnout. But where's your places of relaxation? How do you ground yourself? How do you keep yourself balanced? And one way is to express it through what you're wearing, but not just so you can look beautiful and other people can look at you, but you should feel good with what you are wearing. That's true spirituality, that somebody cared ethically to make garments that won't hurt animals, that was not tested on animals, that doesn't use any harsh chemicals. That somebody cared, because the mentality of who makes your clothes goes into you because you wear that. And we're sweating in this clothes, which we're sweating in these unnatural fibers, which make us crazy, irritable, mood swings, period. We actually bleed more with non-organic panties that I found. We itch more, have more unhealthy discharging, all kinds of things. And when you want to feel sensual, sexual, and adorned, you want to smell good, look good, feel good from the inside out. And so I hope that this will inspire you to go out there and really look at organic garments in a different way and to just show your beauty. We have more Monday Inspirational uploads coming. We have our first call tomorrow, Tuesday. And so I'm looking for your Q&A and your questions. And I hope you enjoy this Monday Inspirational upload. I love you all with all my heart. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome for the new people that never took a Blackberry Beauty intensive. Thank you for doing it with me right now. I sure appreciate that. And everybody else that's always there, I appreciate your support. Go home and look at your clothing differently. Start looking at what you put on your body, the products. We're going to get more into scents. Remember I said, we're going to go deep into the scents, and we'll do that next week in the Monday Inspirational upload for next week. We're going to talk about soaps, cleansers, the lack thereof, why we use them, why we need them, why we don't need them. We're going to do all that in the next Monday Inspirational upload. But for today, I bid you of greetings of love, peace, joy, sensuality, sexuality, and adornment. This is Nubia, I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, ancient African healing for the modern sister. Peace and blessings.